Guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, especially if you love MMA as much as I do. Um, I've seen where Jared Cannonier wants to fight Khamzat. Here's my issue with not him getting the fight, but why I don't think he will get this fight. Cannonier is a great fighter, but his fight with Adesanya really hurt him more than it did help him. I know he made money, but here's the thing. When he had his chance at the pay-per-view, he looked very gun-shy. He looked very nervous. And really, I don't know what it was, but he did not look good when he fought Adesanya. Adesanya kind of had an easy time beating him. Now, do I believe Adesanya is that much better than Cannonier? I don't. And to this day, I still believe Cannonier has the best style to beat him because of his grappling. He's able to pull people into the clinch. He's a smart fighter. He's very powerful. He has knockout power in both hands. He can submit guys if he wants to. He has good wrestling. So I don't understand how he looked that bad when he fought him, unless it was a fixed fight, which I doubt. I'm not going to say the UFC fixed that fight. I don't think so. But unfortunately for him, I don't see where he's in a position, money-wise, draw-wise. Because outside of that pay-per-view, nobody has really, I noticed he hasn't really had much of an opportunity to be at that level, the pay-per-view, the main event, to have the fights as he should have. And he's not really a trash talker, so that really hurts his case too. And again, does he deserve Khamzat? He does deserve it, but I also understand from a business aspect how the UFC might not want to give him that fight, And Khamzat, his draw, the way he fights and finishes people, and he talks trash on top of that, that will give him a title fight before it does Jared Cannonier. And the UFC, now they're going to throw in, well, he's also undefeated. So that's going to help Khamzat more than it would to get a title shot than it would with Cannonier. So guys like Paulo Costa, guys that also talk a lot of trash, that helps those guys get that title fight more than it would someone who probably deserves it more and has the skill set to win, like Bilal Muhammad. Leon Edwards, for the longest, wasn't getting a title shot. Stipe lost his title to Cormier in the first fight, and it took him over a year to get that title shot. They were talking about giving it to Lesnar because he runs his mouth, but he also is somebody people want to see. So those are my thoughts on him potentially getting that fight. Do I think he can beat Khamzat? Absolutely, I think so. I wouldn't be surprised. Khamzat's great, but he hasn't been tested with someone who's at their peak, also is hungry, and somebody who has the skills to beat him. That's just my opinion. So I think he'd be the guy to do it, but I just don't think he'll get the fight. That's just my opinion. Now, if he gets it, I'll be excited to do that prediction, and y'all know who I'm pulling for in that fight. USA! That's all I'm going to say.